Hi, Kid Central Junior kiddos and families. I'm so glad you came back to play with me today and learn a story and talk about. Do you remember what we were talking about? Do you remember? Jesus is alive. You're right. We're going to talk about how Jesus is alive. And first, we're going to start with this book. Do you remember this book? We're going to listen to that song again. Are you ready? Are you ready? Here we go.
This is God's special book, yes, it's God's book, you see. I learned about all God has done and His love for me. This is God's special book, yes, it's God's book, you see. I learned about all God has done and His love for me. Bible!
The Bible, that's right. So this is our Bible, and our story today comes from the New Testament in the Bible. Are you ready to look at our storyboard? Do you remember this from last week? Remember from last week we were looking at this tree. And what is this right here? A nest, you're right. What's in the nest? An egg. What do we see back in the background here? Do you remember what those are? Crosses, yeah. Down here, we have a cocoon, and we're going to talk about what's in that cocoon in just a minute. Are you ready to get started? Yeah, good deal. So we are going to talk today about how Jesus is alive. Can you say that with me? I'm going to count to 3, and you can say that with me. 1, 2, 3. Jesus is alive. We're going to talk about how Jesus is alive and how Jesus cares for us. So we know that Jesus is alive, and we can find objects and pictures of living things on our storyboard. What can you see on our board that's alive? What do you see? The tree, you're right, the tree is alive. What else is alive? The grass that's growing, the grass is alive. Down here, do you see the pink and yellow flowers? The flowers are alive. If we open up this egg, what will we find? A bird that's alive, or a duck that's alive, that can sit in the nest. Do you remember what's in this little cocoon back here? What's in the cocoon? Do you remember? We'll take it out and we'll see. What is this? What is it? It's a butterfly. Yeah, so a butterfly that's alive that can fly in the sky. What else do we see that's alive? Anything else? That's probably it for that page. And so when we have to care for things, what do we have to do? Like, what does that baby bird need to eat? Baby bird needs food, yeah. Sometimes mommies bring them worms or other insects. Babies need water, right? The baby bird needs water. What does the butterfly need? What does that butterfly need? Flowers. The butterfly needs flowers. That's where the butterfly gets its food, from the flowers. You're right. What about the tree? What does the tree need to grow? Air, water. What's that big yellow thing in the sky? The sun, right? It needs the sun. It needs all of those things to grow. So that's how those things are cared for. And who usually cares for those? Well, the mommy birdie takes care of that baby bird, but God makes the flowers grow, and God makes the trees grow and the grass, right? Yeah. So God cares for the plants and the trees and the grass and the flowers just like God cares for us. Sometimes it's with other people like moms and dads or grandmas and grandpas, and sometimes it's through, what's this? Through the Bible. Yeah, that's how God cares for us too. So we are happy. You can be happy. Show me your happy faces. Show me a big smile. Yeah. So we can be happy that Jesus is alive. And did you know that a long time ago, there were some people who were not happy that Jesus is alive? Can you show me an angry face or a sad face? Yeah. There were people that were angry and they were mad that Jesus was alive. And so they put Jesus on a cross. Can you see the cross on our storyboard? There's the crosses back there. Yeah, it's really scratchy. If you were here, you could feel the wood. It's really scratchy. They put Jesus on a cross and Jesus died. And then they put Jesus in a big cave. Remember our big cave? You can make a cave with your hand. They put Jesus in the big cave called a tomb, and they rolled a stone in front of it. A big, big, big stone that nobody could move. And then a few days later, we're going to turn our storyboard. Okay, do you see the big rock here? Do you see it? So what happened? Do you remember from last week who rolled the big stone away? Who's this? It's an angel. An angel. And so we're going to look inside the tomb. I want you to tell me what you see in there. Do you see Jesus in there? We're going to move it. Play peekaboo. Is Jesus in there? No, Jesus isn't in there. Who's in there? Nobody. Nobody's in there because was Jesus still dead? No, Jesus was, do you remember? Jesus was alive. You're right. Jesus was alive because the angel rolled the stone away and God had made it so that Jesus rose from the dead. And so I want to see if you can be like a rolling stone. Can you roll like the stone does here? Can you roll away? Can you lay down? Lay down wherever you are. Lay down on the couch. Maybe it's safer to lay down on the floor. Lay down on the floor and show me how you roll. Can you roll around and round and round? Yeah, that's how our stone rolls back and forth, back and forth. So Jesus isn't in the tomb anymore. Jesus is, do you remember? Jesus is alive. You're right. Jesus is alive. And so the egg is empty because the bird is alive. The cocoon on the other tree is empty because the butterfly is alive. The tomb is empty because Jesus is alive. You're right. What else can we see that's alive? We're going to turn the page. We're going to turn the page on our storyboard and see what else is alive. What else do you see that's alive? Do you see the butterfly? There's a red butterfly there. Do you see some big flowers? I see some big flowers that are alive. Do you see, yep, you're right, the grass is alive. And then who's this guy in white with the fuzzy beard? Do you know who that is? You're right, that's Jesus. Jesus is alive. And when his friends found out that he was alive, do you think they were sad or happy? You're right, they were happy. Can you show me your happy face again? Yeah, I love seeing your smiles. Good job. So they were happy. And so if you are happy that Jesus is alive, then you can tell moms and dads. You can tell grandmas and grandpas that Jesus is alive. If you're happy, then you can tell God, thank you that Jesus is alive, because Jesus came to set us free from our sins. Yeah. So I want you to hear this. Are you listening? I hope you're still listening. So Jesus's friends were very happy to see them. They were happy that Jesus was alive. Jesus prayed for his friends and then said he was going to live in heaven. Maybe you know of some people that have gone to heaven. Maybe a grandma or a grandpa or a dog or a cat. But there are people who have gone to heaven who are with Jesus already. And someday, a long, long time maybe from now, you could go to heaven too if you have Jesus in your heart and in your life. And if you're interested in talking about that, ask moms or dads about that. Jesus came to earth because he loves us and he cares for us. He wants to be our friend. And if we love him back, one day we can be with Jesus in heaven. Jesus told his friends, do you see his friends here? Jesus told his friends to tell everyone that he's alive. So we should tell everyone too. I'm going to count to 3 and then I want you to be very loud. Are you ready to be very loud? as we shout our Bible verse from Mark 16, verse 6 that says, Jesus is alive. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Jesus is alive. Can you do it again? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Jesus is alive. Good job. So spring is a wonderful time of new life. And so you can look outside and you can see trees and birds and flowers. Maybe you can see the forsythia blooming. That's the yellow flowers on the shrubs. Or you can see daffodils or crocuses. If you're not sure what those are, look those up on Mom and Dad's phone so you can find them. So we're going to sing a song to show how happy we are for new life in Jesus. It's to the tune of The Farmer in the Dell. Moms and dads probably know that tune. Let me find it. Ready? Are you ready?
Jesus cares for me. Jesus cares for me. Jesus is alive today. Jesus cares for me. Jesus is with me. Jesus is with me. Jesus is alive today. Jesus is with me.
Ready?
Jesus loves me so. Jesus loves me so. Jesus is alive today. Jesus loves me so.
Nice job. You can play that again if you want to. So Jesus' friends were so happy that Jesus was alive. They knew that Jesus died for them and that Jesus loved them more than anything. When we love someone, we take care of them, just like we take care of flowers in the spring. So we're going to look at some things that we take care of. They just said it. Flowers. What do we do to take care of flowers sometimes? Or what does God do to take care of flowers? You're right, He waters them and He lets them in the sunshine, you're right. So if you're at home and you need something to do, you could draw some pictures of flowers, or maybe you're even planting some flowers at home. But you can draw and color some pictures of flowers like I did. What else do we have that we take care of? What's this? This is our stuffed puppy dog from the toddler room. And what do we do to take care of our animals, our pets? Look what I found. What's this? The food and water dish, right? We give the dog food and water. What else do we do? We go outside, right? Sometimes we have to clean up their messes. We play with them with toys. Maybe we throw a stick for a dog so the dog can run. Go for walks, right? That's one of the ways we take care of our dogs. What about if there's a baby at your house? How do we take care of babies? What do babies need? Babies need to be loved. Sometimes they need a bottle, right? Babies need a bottle so they can have enough food. What else? Sometimes they're crying and sometimes all they need is their stuffed animal to be close to them, right? So babies need a lot of things to be cared for as well. So there are lots of different ways that you can care for your pets or for your family by being a good helper. And you can also care for other people with the love of God. So we are all done for today. I want you to remember this week that Jesus is, what is it? Jesus is alive, that's right, and that Jesus cares for us. So we're all done, and we'll see you guys next week. Love you. Bye.